Welcome to You Haunted, the Haunted Journey Halloween Special, Podcast 1, where we go to Crybaby Bridge. Crybaby Bridge is located at Olathe Lakes Park. And Crybaby Bridge is one of the stops we do on the haunted taxi tour through southern Johnson County, Kansas. My son and myself went to the park on Halloween. We have two stops here as you go into the park. The first one is Danger Cliffs and the old Indian burial ground, which is at the top of the cliffs, and also Crybaby Bridge, which is on the back side of the lake. My son Tyler, right here, who went with me, looks kind of like a ghost, doesn't he? Olathe Lakes Park is really a beautiful place, even in the evenings. As the sun was setting here, we were just kind of getting ready to go to the haunt, so we were taking a look at the lake itself. Now at the top of this road is the cliffs overlooking Olathe Lakes. We call them Danger Cliffs, and also the old Indian burial ground. There has been many deaths of people jumping in here and dying in the shallow end of where they shouldn't be jumping. The water is only so deep in one section here, but a lot of people have jumped to their death in the shallower ends, thinking this was deeper than what it was. Also up in this area is an old Indian burial ground. The Kickapoo Indian tribe lived here and buried their dead up around these cliffs. All kinds of strange sightings are being seen here, including apparitions, black figures, and tons of crazy noises in the forest. We went on a beautiful evening. It was the low 60s, beautiful weather, and it was also an interesting that it was a full moon on Halloween, which had not happened since 1944, which they call a blue moon at this time. The next one is in 2039, so we thought that was quite interesting. We also watched a red orb show up throughout the night as we were looking into the moon. This is now where Crybaby Bridge used to be. This is called the lower bridge, which is just below the dam. Years ago, there was a old wooden bridge that went across here, and there was no dam at that time. They put the dam in here because of flooding of Cedar Creek. Before, there was no dam. There was just the old bridge that went across here. Actually, to the left side of this is where it was. In 1872, a woman and two children were going across this old bridge and got swept away by the floodwaters. The woman and two children were found about 1.5 miles downstream, and they didn't make it. In the 60s, 70s, they built this dam here so it would stop flooding. Cedar Creek constantly were coming out of its banks and doing a lot of damage to the Olathe area and this area. Today, they have put this lower bridge in with the arms that they drop down whenever it floods and flashing lights to tell you not to go across. The bridge is really narrow. When we walked out onto it, it was just very narrow, and you just don't have a whole lot of room to move side to side. But during our tour, we stop at both ends of the bridge and stop, and we do a little bit of EVP listening to. We also do a little bit of necrophonic app along this section of the bridge. This is a crazy, crazy place with plenty of noises coming from the woods. Lots of like screaming, just an incredible haunt. In this area, there is tons of orbs, plenty of noises that go on that shouldn't be going on. There is lots of figures that you see across the creek. During this time, I looked across the creek. It's pretty dark here, but there was something across the creek we could not quite pick up. You can see here the old pilings of the bridge, if you look closely where it was. Is no longer there. They just put in the lower bridge now. I was truly grateful that I was able to go there with my son on Halloween to enjoy this haunt, which was part of our haunted taxi tour, which you will be able to go on with us here now in November here, 2020. The next thing we did was ran the necrophonic app, and we ran it in this area, and we got some crazy responses. So you can hear them, and I'll put them on now. Okay, we're starting the necrophonic app right now. We want to hear if we hear anything here about anybody who's living here. I mean, if the one's still here with her kids. Hello, is the lady here who died with her 2 children with us? Are you here with us? Yes? Were your 2 children washed away here? Where were you washed away? I heard no. Where were you washed away at? Were you washed away upstream? Were you washed away upstream? I heard you said, are you telling me a liar, or are you saying mommy? What did you just say? Are you, I'm sorry that you died here. Are you doing, I mean, are you doing, I mean, so when you walked away, when you went, do you remember where you died at? Did you die here, or did you die further upstream? We'd like to hear from you. Okay. Okay. Did you pass away here at the bridge? You know, where did you die at? Further up near the where? So as you can see, this is a pretty crazy place. The necrophonic app began to kind of slow down after that, but we got some great responses at the dam and right next to the bridge. We believe this is a really good haunt for people to come to from all ages. It's not too intense. It's a lot of fun. Overall, I would give this about a 6 to a 7 on our scale, 10 being the worst, 1 being the least. I would give it about a 6 to a 7. If you want to go to this particular haunt and experience the things we did, go to youhaunted.com and book the Haunted Taxi Tour, Southern Johnson County, and go ahead and get yourself set up. This is a really great tour with lots of great haunted stops along with this one. We look forward to meeting you and taking you on these kind of haunted tours. Stay informed on our website on the Haunted Journey Show if you want to see more and more of these kind of particular videos. We'll take you to different haunted places throughout the United States. We want to thank you for watching this video and podcast. on the Haunted Journey show from youhaunted.com, where fear is fun. We look forward to taking you to these wonderful places throughout the United States. Thanks again. Have a great day.